Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to do a review of these Hestra John gloves that I got probably about a year ago now. I think it was last winter, yeah, that I picked these up. I got them from Liberty in London, but you can buy them online as well from various retailers. So in terms of the first impressions and general observations, as you can probably see, they're quite a kind of sleek, shiny leather look. They actually feel pretty padded. When you kind of press them, they feel like they've got some good padding in there. The creases on them, they came with a few creases. There's probably a few more now, but it's not a huge amount. They still look pretty kind of fresh, especially in the main part. There's a few more creases around the fingers, but yeah, they're not too creased. And they do have various other kind of color versions. They've got a green, a dark brown, a cork kind of color, and a navy version. I quite like the black, but there's those different options if you're interested in them. So moving on to the positives of these gloves. So the leather does feel really nice and soft, as you can probably imagine from looking at them. Generally kind of has a high quality look and feel, which you would expect for the price, which I'll come on to. But yeah, they seem pretty high quality. They are nice. I remember looking at them in the shop and feeling them in the shop and thinking, oh yeah, that's why I ended up buying them, because I was like, I really want these. They feel really kind of nice and well made, very kind of soft and sleek. In terms of the insulation, they will keep you warm in most of UK weather, and they don't make your hands sweaty, which is good. So most temperatures, I think down to low tens, like kind of like down to about 5, 4, 3 degrees, you'll feel pretty comfortable in these. You definitely won't feel the wind, and they'll keep your hands kind of warm. Yeah, I think that aesthetically in general, they just look really cool. They go with a lot of different types of outfit. Like I wear them with leather jackets, but I can wear them with smart clothes as well, overcoats and stuff like that. I mean, they really go with pretty much anything, I think. And then also the other thing, and the thing that actually swayed me to buy these, was that they have a touch screen functionality. So you can see on the end of the index fingers and the thumbs, they have on both hands this kind of touchscreen material. So, it does have that functionality, ostensibly at least, but I'll get onto that, the negatives of that as well. But yeah, so those are all the kind of pluses of these. They do feel very quality, and they have those kind of features, and they will keep you kind of fairly warm in most weather, at least in the UK. But now I want to also kind of move on to the negatives, because there are a few, and they do kind of significantly impact on my view of these gloves. So the first thing is that when it does get, pretty cold, and as it is at least a few months in the winter in the UK, they'll still, your hands will feel insulated in them. Like, it's not like having bare hands or anything like that. And they're probably better than most gloves. But once you get down to kind of freezing temperatures, you will feel the cold in them. It's not like they're insulated enough that you'll never feel anything, I feel like once it gets down to like freezing temperatures, then my hands do feel kind of a little bit chilly in them, and I have come out after some points where I've been out with them where my hands kind of do get that kind of ice block feeling when it's really cold. So they're not infinitely well insulated, if that makes sense. So yeah, that. And then the other negative for me, the other main negative, is that the touchscreen functionality, which is actually one of the main things that made me decide to buy these, isn't perfect. I mean, like when I first got them, I feel like they're a bit better, but now I'll demonstrate here. This is my notes app on my phone. So if I try to move it with the thumb, I mean, the thumbs are practically not functional anymore in terms of the touchscreen functionality. You can get it sometimes, but you kind of have to point the thumb towards it and drag it, and it's not really that functional. With the index fingers, I feel like it's better, but again, if you try to use the side of them, it doesn't really work. So I find it better for on the lock screen, I can kind of you know, with my Spotify, when it has it on there, I can press the buttons and change the music and stuff like that. And I can unlock the phone, you know, but you're not going to be able to do anything like texting if you try to. Yeah, that's not really going to work. Like, it's just, it would be impossible to type out a message with this. So, you know, yeah, not ideal in that sense. I mean, it does work in the basic sense, but, you know, you're not going to be able to do anything complex with them. So it's just for kind of basic controls. And for me, seeing as I actually bought them partly after looking for high quality gloves with touchscreen functionality, and doing quite a lot of research in that sense, that was quite disappointing for me, especially when they started to seem to lose functionality after a few months. I don't know why that happened, but it did seem to. So in terms of lifestyle and uses, these are still my go-to all-rounder gloves. I mean, I wear them with most outfits. Like, they are cool, and they do go with most, well, pretty much everything I have. So I like them like that. They go very well with my black leather jacket and brown leather jacket. Yeah, like I said, I wear them with smart clothes and everything like that. So in that sense, they're definitely versatile. They don't look too kind of rugged, but they don't look too smart either. They're just good all-rounders. So yeah, and in terms of value for money, so this is probably my main gripe, given the other gripes with these. They're £90 in the UK when they're not on sale. I think I got them on a slight sale through Liberty, but I can't remember how much they had off. And then on their own website, they're listed for €100, because obviously they're a European company. So, you know, they're not cheap. And for that price point, I think, especially if you were looking for something that didn't have touchscreen functionality, you have a lot of options. Which means that maybe if you did some more research than I did, you might be able to find something equally or better quality and possibly better insulated, you know, for the same price. So I think that's you know, I probably wouldn't pay more or recommend paying more than 60 for these, to be honest, if I was going to buy them now. Even though I do like them, I wear them a lot, but yeah, just because of that lack of that functionality and insulation, I would say 60 is probably my upper price limit for gloves like these at this point. So yeah, my overall rating, I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10 because they are pretty nice gloves, but they're just let down by that high price and combined with the poor touchscreen functionality and the lack of you know, very strong insulation. So that will be my final verdict, 6 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend against buying them, but, you know, just think hard about it and probably do research on other gloves that are available around the same price or perhaps even cheaper before you buy. So thank you for watching this video, and as always, please like and subscribe if you found it useful. I'm still taking any recommendations for any reviews people would like to see in future or anything they're curious about, and also any suggestions on my videos. And if you have any questions about any products that I reviewed, including this one, then please just leave a comment and I'll do my best to respond to those questions. All right, thanks for watching.